Привет, народ. Я думаю, никто не против, что я проведу стрим сейчас, потому что кроме меня никто его не смотрит. Вчера у нас, то есть не вчера, а в прошлый раз, когда играл. В прошлый раз, когда играл, у нас мы играли за ММ. ММ это девочка, это чернокожая. Ну, вампирша, конечно. А это теперь за Галиба. Но я не выбирал его. Или выбирал, не помню. Короче, там еще это осталось. Как ее там зовут? Третья. Так, а я ж могу на геймпаде играть. А у нее даже пока способностей никаких нет. Смит.
Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet. Got it.
О, фига себе.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Ну, Мур это один из этих вампиров.
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know.
Ну вот, ЛБ. ЛБ это левый этот. Как L1, короче. Для активации способностями. Заговариваюсь. При активации способности учуять невидимого вам достаточно посмотреть на персонажа, не являющегося человеком, чтобы узнать его природу. Кроме того, вы можете обнаружить следы, оставленные сверхъестественным существом, и узнать о нем побольше.
Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut. Bullet wound in the right hip. A signet ring with a beaver on it. More went to MIT.
Все, нет. Там больше ни хера у нас не работает. Проницательность, ничего нет.
Sorry, I'm busy. Where in God's name is forensics?
Вот эти, наверное, отрезали. О, здесь меча нет. Ну, там что, катана.
They wanted to bring a little vacation back home.
Безопасная зона, это чтобы питаться. Ну что, можно полицейского или там, больше никого нет. Но у нас пока полная. Так, туда я потом схожу. Побежали. Что так долго ходить? А, вот тут что-то. Нет.
There's a retainer here somewhere. The apartment has changed since my last visit. I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
А что-то там сзади него было.
What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages. Somebody slept here. Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Ой. Ладно.
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. A newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well,
Yes.
his visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No, he was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man.
Ну, насчет человека, конечно. Да.
His wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff, and is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
She's a very respectable woman who loves her husband very much. I don't know what sick kind of world you live in.
And you would certainly not let her down.
They had their ups and downs, just like any couple. The staff had noticed that she went to Costa Rica fairly often without her husband.
Was she thinking of leaving him?
Not at all. Just the opposite. She begged him to spend more time with her and their daughter.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
I imagine the girl left with her mother.
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
Ночь предателей.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
No, but believe you me, if I ever see them again, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and
Ну, это с этого вечера пришли.
he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those two goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line. Several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell. But nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
Так, надо теперь это.
Huh. You managed to calm him down. I thought that would be impossible.
Yes, and he was able to answer a few questions.
А как мне кормиться чем? Кем? О, жертва.
Why is the FBI interested in more?
His name came up in several... I need to see you there.
Of course.
Ну. Тут я был. А там сейчас. Там вся. Еще дофига куда сходить можно.
Who'd leave that lying around? Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then...
Fine vintages imported from Europe. Moore knew how to treat his guests.
До хрена всего.
Nobody told me there would be a retainer here. The ghoul who was searching here was looking for something specific. Ugh, what a mess.
Interesting.
What are you playing at?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Don't mess with me. Who are you?
Calm down, Mr. Bazzori. I meant no disrespect. I work for the council.
Why would the council have sent her without warning me?
Most of the time, they send me to clean up.
Are you behind this?
No, I got here after it happened.
What's that file you've got?
Вот такие глазищами.
An account file. Have it. Here you go.
Okay. Let's see how much she knows. All right. What have you found?
Oh,
I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not really allowed to talk about my missions.
Бля, ничья. Сука.
I don't have time for this. Give me what you have.
Like I said, Mr. Bazori, I'm here on behalf of the Council. You know as well as I do that if you don't know about it already, you're not supposed to.
Think very carefully about what you're going to say, Lane. I'll ask you one more time. What are you doing here?
You're putting me in an awkward position.
You know our rules. You know you don't have a choice. What are you playing at?
I appreciate your consideration. I know that my life is in the balance.
I'm listening.
I was sent to get Mr. Moore and his papers.
But why didn't the prince tell me? I don't know what's going on, but I really don't have time to lose.
What do
You can be sure I'll report this to both the council and the prince.
No, please. I don't have a choice. I beg you. I'm only following orders. If you complain about me, I'm done for. Promise me you won't tell anyone about it. Please. I've always been a loyal servant of the council. I'm risking my life.
You're right.
I really don't want to.
So be it. This will be our secret. Fine. If we've both got to be here, we might as well work together.
Well, I've already searched the wife's office. Nothing. Then I went through his office. It looks like someone has already cleaned it up. I didn't find anything. I'm working on the bookshelf in this hallway, and I found something here.
What?
A file on the domain's finances the council would rather not see end up in the police's hands.
Give it to me. I must return to the court tonight.
There's no need, sir. I have to destroy them.
Listen, have you thought about what you want? Your career?
I know how to stay in my place. I can't think. I must obey my master, no matter the cost.
Ну дайте мне выиграть в этот раз, блин. Ура, 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 ура.
Quit stalling, Lehane. Give me the files.
Yes. Yes. Here. That's everything.
You made the right choice. Tell me exactly what they asked you to do.
I got a message at 2:20 telling me to go to this address. I was supposed to pick up more and some financial documents. After that, I was supposed to wait for further instructions.
Ничья, блядь.
Read the message you received.
I don't have that phone with me. Too risky.
Well,
I hope I'm not going to have any trouble.
Блядь. Один раз только повезло.
but there's no point in having two of us here. You're going to go home now.
Very well, Mr. Bazori. I'll finish up and head out.
Надо это... У меня голод опять.
This is where I met Moore for the first time. Nice collection. Working for us has its advantages.
I should put some money on that.
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment. After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
Ну, я ничего не могу сделать.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Of course.
А, дисциплина еще есть. Да.
Sorry, Agent Smith, but I'm a little busy right now.
Ладно, я понял. Кого мне еще можно?
The mayor's deeds. Portfolios of old shares. A Boston manufacturer's files.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Так, надо теперь идти там, где сад какой-то был. Это в какой стороне? Ну, это не здесь. Не в каком месте это было.
My ship ended up at the bottom of the sea as well, like my other lives.
Вот здесь, наверное. Ага, здесь. Пойдем.
A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A truly peaceful oasis. Why were you looking for peace, Jason?
А, ничего такого даже нету. Может, где-то что-то спрятано? Нет, ничего не было. Че мне еще там, где там, как задание смотреть? Соберите отчеты о совете. И где мне это все брать? В гараж как-то надо спуститься, наверное, или что?
Jason, Lydia, and June. A little family all together. And in large format.
Что-то нашел.
Looks like Lydia's planner.
Да, квартирка, конечно, ё-моё. Зачем столько шкафчиков? Как это, блин, в магазине, там, торговом центре.
There are bloodstains on the garbage chute.
Поди там, блин, голова. Выбросили в мусорку туда.
Ugh, what a stench. Wet laundry. Mold. It's been here for several days.
Can you take a look at the cards, please? Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
Да ладно.
FBI.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. Hey, they didn't tell me you were coming down.
Got something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant, part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
Well, I've got a few questions. Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
And you said there was an accident near the exit.
Yeah, minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said there's only the sedan left.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's it. Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. But you know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
У меня только один вопрос. Можно кровь попить? Тут у меня вообще что-то. Вон следы.
Still looking.
Альфа Ромео. О! А что не могу? А, надо найти сначала место безопасное.
FBI.
Oh, hello. McLean. Can I help you?
Just a few questions. Moore had several cars, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you better talk to Wyatt about that.
Your colleague mentioned an accident that happened tonight. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. Not yet. Wyatt told us everything he knows.
You questioned the caretaker when you arrived?
We didn't have to. Wyatt told us everything we needed. He's a real team player. If you want to find out more, you should talk to
Wyatt.
So you know him too.
Тупой какой-то.
Feeding on that is beneath a kindred.
Да ладно. А где безопасное место? Может, он там?
No. That's impossible.
Да ладно. Почему нет-то? Ты ж вампир, у тебя сил много.
That's impossible.
О, нашел безопасный дом.
Even access to the trash is restricted here.
Чувак!
Meet me there.
Right on.
Hello, Mr. Bizori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith, Agent Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Do I know you?
Everyone knows who you are.
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty intuitive. You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood. I spent years hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already weak. So I can still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. That's not very honorable.
What? But
Stay the way you are.
How can you say that? You're like a god to me.
Quit dreaming. Immortality is a curse. Believe me. You should enjoy the fact that you can still stand the sunlight. What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job. And it also means I can live at night.
Are you involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear. I've got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
So what happened?
I've got no clue.
Как разговоров,
Shift
капец.
started at 10 p.m., as usual. The sixth floor tenant left around 11. At midnight, one of Mr. Moore's bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, one of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted windows. I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who did it, I'd be standing around here trying to figure out what happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his working hours. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining his cars, too.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her every once in a while. Sometimes I see her with a girl, coming back from vacation. Sure is good they weren't here tonight.
What makes you say that?
Well, Mrs. Moore's car. I haven't seen her in the garage for weeks, and she's the one who took the girl to school. Mr. Moore told me they were on vacation.
А может, и жена замешана.
Join him.
Если ее не было в это время, как раз вовремя все.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Open it.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
No, no, no. Of course not, Mr. Missouri. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Listen, we're just gonna forget this conversation.
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mr. Missouri. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
You're taking a big risk by messing with someone like me. I'm sure that's not news to you.
Yes, I know. But it doesn't have to come to that. I meant no disrespect. Obviously.
Obviously. So you could open this dumpster for me. Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
I've already wasted enough time with you.
I can't just open the door for you like that. I really can't.
Really?
You've got to understand. I can't let you see what's inside.
I've been sent by the Prince of Boston. Do you really think I owe you anything?
That's not what I meant.
You talk too much. Open the door.
Right away. All right.
Всего-то, блядь.
It's open.
Wouldn't you rather tell me what you're hiding in there?
Well, I cook a little. A guy's got to survive. I don't have to tell you that. I don't make a whole lot of money here.
What do you cook?
Oh, a little of everything. But I've got all my stuff in there. And there's some pretty rare ingredients.
Rare?
Yeah. And kinda illegal, too.
Such as?
In some recipes, well, I use vials of kindred's blood, for instance.
Whose blood?
Well, it depends on what I can find.
Okay, but what have you got right now, exactly?
If I tell you, can it stay just between us?
You're not fucking going to start again.
Okay. Okay, I managed to obtain some of Quentin King's blood.
But of course, this guy's the perfect patsy. I almost pity him. King answered the beckoning at the same time as the rest of the city's elders. It can't be his blood.
One more thing, boss.
Don't call me that.
I hope we'll meet again, Mr. Missouri.
Ключ какой-то взял. От машины на парковке. Ага, там где-то была в начале. Подожди-ка. Не от нее, что ли? А от чего? Вот машина.
There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. Nothing of interest.
Тут поди голова, которую отрезали. Ну точно. А нафига ее выбросили в мусор? Ву? Это охранник.
If it was a bodyguard who died in the lobby, where the hell is more? Garbage.
Да поди и этот охранник там лежит, а не Мур.
It's makeshift lab, and it's not meth. A shoe with worn-out leather. I wonder what he's cooking with that garbage. Old chicken feet. Who would want to take that? Empty soda cans. Packaging to be recycled. Nothing of interest.
Ну что, все открыл, посмотрел.
Wyatt's makeshift lab. And it's not meth.
How can I help you, Agent Smith?
So, what's it like to be a thin blood?
You're curious, aren't you? Usually, you hunt us down without asking any questions.
There are rules, Wyatt.
Yeah, but I never asked to be this way. If you look at it that way, I'm innocent, if that means anything to you.
Like I said, there are rules. If we don't follow them, there will be chaos.
But it's unfair.
That's the Camarilla for you. You could have gone to the Anarchs if you didn't like our rules.
Or, we can change things from the inside.
We're eternal. We don't know how to change.
We were hunted under Quentin King. Look at us now. Things are already starting to change.
Just wait until an elder comes back.
I
He'll launch a blood hunt before you can say unfair, and you'll all end up in the crematorium. So, what's it like to be a thin blood?
It sucks. Yeah, I can still go outside during the day, but it's not all it's cracked up to be. The descendants just can't understand. Sure, it's nice.
More than nice. I've been roaming the night since 1745. Do you have even the slightest idea what that does to you? How it changes you, without even realizing it, without wanting to. It eats at you from the inside.
But I'm still not complete. So, if I had to choose, I'd rather live at night and be like you. Thin buds are the dregs of society. We're always wondering what's going to happen to us. You, of all people, should know that. If we want to be like you, even a little bit, we have to come up with potions that have a temporary effect.
I found your cook shop.
You didn't touch anything, I hope.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Mr. Missouri.
I went through your trash.
So? Are you interested in one of my ingredients?
That's not really what I've got a problem with.
What?
You didn't tell me about the man's head in a plastic bag.
What? But what the hell? Is it more?
No, that head belonged to one of his bodyguards.
But it wasn't me, Mr. Missouri, I swear. I don't know anything about it.
Давай.
Okay, I believe you.
Happy to help. How can I help you, Agent Smith?
Все, больше ничего
Happy to
спросить.
help.
Так, а что еще можно?
An old glass bottle taken from the trash.
Jeez, what a mess. Do you know if our backup's on the way? This should take a long time.
Did you find anything?
Still looking.
Там какие-то документы, по-моему, лежат, а я не могу открыть. Что, обратно возвращаться? Я уже не знаю, что тут еще искать. Ну, мы так понимаем, это охранник получается без головы, а не этот Мур.
There are blood stains on the garbage chute. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little thing.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute.
Huh. You managed to calm him down. I thought that would be impossible.
Yes, and he was able to answer a few questions. I've just got one more question.
Yes. What do you want to know?
Ну, все равно.
I think we're done here. Thank you. He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut.
Ну, тут тоже ранение, как у этого. По описанию.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Я занят. Баба, я занят.
Sorry, Smith, but I've got work to do.
That's not a good sign.
Go ahead. It's okay.
I've still got work to do.
А что еще тут делать? Он уже все облазил. Еще по этажам пробежаться. Где там подняться? Что-то на эту я не могу взаимодействовать. Фигня.
I'd rather not know how much that's worth.
А что я не могу питаться этим?
I should put some money on that. Sorry, Agent Smith, but I'm a little busy right now.
Ну, значит, все. Что-то ни хрена больше не вижу. А где эта баба была? А, вот она. Да я все смотрел. Эту я не могу посмотреть. Здесь не могу почему. Ладно, значит пойдем на выход. Что-то больше нифига. А вот.
The victim lost a lot of blood.
И все.
I've got what I need.
Ну я как где это все найду-то, блядь? Я уже все посмотрел.
Let's go back to the prince.
Блядь, почти все предметы пропущены. Вы могли найти в квартире скрытый сейф. Но я не нашел. Вы могли найти информацию в телефоне Джеймса Мура. Но я не нашел. Вы могли найти в квартире потайную комнату. Ну вот. Там даже ничего не подсвечивается. Как я найду? Ну, дайте выбрать-то. А, вот как ее зовут. Лейша. Я как бы нашел места, но я с ними не мог взаимодействовать. А как бы я их открыл, я не знаю, как взаимодействовать с ними.
Mom, have you ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No, that's what we're here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign.
Ну-ка еще бы. Там весело такое случилось.
Said, no wandering off.
Yes, Mom. I'm a big girl.
Okay then. Where are you, Richard?
I was still going to relieve a colleague later.
Безопасное
We're
место.
all gonna need breaks and breathers.
I've never seen anything like it, have you?
Stop! You can't come through here.
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them.
В некоторые зоны нельзя зайти без соответствующего пропуска, но вы всегда можете проникнуть туда, тайно используя маску тысячи лиц. Маска тысячи лиц. Маска тысячи лиц позволяет вам в общих чертах принять внешность другого персонажа. С новой внешностью вам могут стать доступны новые области и варианты ответов и диалогов. Однако никто не примет вас за конкретного персонажа. Так, скопировать внешность вы можете, применив ее в безопасной зоне. Они тоже одинаковые все.
Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot.
А где тут был? А, вот.
This should do the trick.
Только что подходила.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Office is tripping over each other already.
Only forensics is allowed on the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should
Слушай.
find a uniform I can use to get in.
А где я найду эту форму? Если меня не пускает. Это.
We're not gonna be done for a while.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing victims in crates and send them out to the balcony.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happened?
Richard, he sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong.
Теперь-то я могу пройти.
Good evening, officer.
Третий раз пришел.
Body bags. What could that mean?
Что все-таки толстые полицейские? Блин?
Can you fill me in?
I've never seen anything like it. It's a real bloodbath in there.
Do we know what happened?
Captain Paulson thinks it looks like some kind of goddamn cult. But I've heard the feds talking about terrorists.
The feds are here already?
They showed up the minute we got here. We didn't even get a chance to see everything.
How'd they get here so fast?
They know who did it, obviously.
Do you really think it's terrorists?
It's weird, but hey, it could be. There are guys who are burned to a crisp, dismembered, beaten to a pulp. With those guys, you can expect anything these days.
У нее зрачки разного размера, только сейчас заметил.
What do we know about all these
Милейший.
bodies?
Those are the ones we can take down already. The ones that were stabbed in the chest need to be put in crates and moved to the balcony. The feds will process them. We are not allowed to touch them.
Stabbed how?
Looks like some kind of sacrifice. They all got stabbed in the heart, it looks like. But if you want to make yourself useful, go see Paulson.
Where is he?
You just missed him. He just went into the living room.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a look around.
Where gonna need backup.
Ugh, there's so much blood.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom, are you feeling all right?
Сейчас джойстик как бешеный трясется.
About me, pumpkin.
Mom, wait, please. I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
I don't like it either, Sugar Fangs. But your mother has a job to do. You understand?
If you're scared too, then why don't...
В смысле? Успех же был.
Because Hazel asked me to do this.
I like Hazel. She lets me come with you. But there are too many people here. And they're all torn and broken.
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that. Not now. Not here. A vessel with more holes in him than a junkie. We're off to a good start. Blood. Kinds were killed here. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation.
Я бы не успел. Мне покормиться надо было.
All the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of them. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better than...
Follow me. It will take a minute.
All right.
So? Nothing. A photocopier and some
reinforced
office
container
supplies. No corpses
that locks
anywhere?
from the outside.
No. It's the only
Not
room without
commonly
a body.
used to store mortal bodies.
But it sure smells like death in here.
Yeah. Makes our morgue smell like a flower shop.
An precision to conceal the... Wow. What the hell happened here? He's dead.
Да ладно.
Gear like that, he's gotta be one of the men who hit us. SAD. They even gave themselves a name. There's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that. A donor shot full of lead. She's wearing a Red Salon vessel's uniform. I remember now. Even dead, I feel a righteous rage. Only Richard's work on donors makes that possible. That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections. Now what are you up to, Sugarfangs?
Живая.
Oh shit.
Help me.
Это человек или это?
Is somebody there?
Stay where you are, honey.
Leisha.
Нет.
That's Richard's servant. Natasha, keep your voice down. There are still people here. Shit. You don't look so good. What did they do to you?
We hid in here. I was with a vessel that Richard had prepared for the evening. Carmen. I was able to conceal the door behind us, but it was too late for Carmen. We were followed. But I got that son of a bitch.
Did you see what went down here?
I was in the living room. There was a wall of fire on the balcony.
With flamethrowers from the roof.
They blew out all the walls. It came from all sides. They know who we are. They were shouting out numbers, checking off a list.
Were they looking for us?
Yes, they were. They know how to identify us.
Miley, have you seen her?
She was... yeah. Went out to smoke. I...
Take it slowly. Do you know where Richard was?
In a big bedroom.
Listen, the police and the feds are still here. Just hang in there until they leave and...
Too late. It's too late.
Richard will be proud of you.
Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. It's all right. Oh, it's worse than I thought. But Hazel will be able to get us out of here. Now, what are you up to, Sugarfangs?
Oh no! You found my hiding place!
Good job. Don't look around.
Why don't you ask the captain?
Я был.
Ballistics should be here soon.
There's a note. I wonder what surprise Jara had in store for him.
In my entire career, I've never seen anything like it.
Burn marks. Incendiary bullets. Really? Someone's hunting vampires. Traces of cocaine. I guess it was that kind of party.
They're gonna run out of room at the morgue.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss. Yuck. Same scent as on the gloss in the lab.
Come with me over there.
Of course.
Так, пойдем на улицу теперь, на балкон.
What monsters?
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
Что?
So there's just these three left to bring down? At this security level, yes, Agent Olsen. Do you know how much time we got left to get this done? I've got no idea. I see. And the missing Delta? No. We still haven't found him.
Короче, знает, кого ищет. А как я переоденусь? Только федералы могут. А как я у них оденусь? Я вот вижу же его, почему не могу скопировать?
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
The lab's gonna be overwhelmed.
Sorry, only forensics can go in there.
Угу.
What's going on? I can sense your hunger. What's going on?
Shit! It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
That reminds me of us. The sun, the box.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, the kindred.
Oh no, Mom. Wrong answer. It's the cold. It's kept in the fridge, and the vessels don't like it. That's a pretty good one, don't you think?
Oh, wow. You were so right. I was way off. Halsey schoolers, one more point.
And 0 for Mom.
But I haven't said my last word. I'm not giving up.
Are you feeling funny too? Are you hungry?
I'm almost done, okay? Let's just keep playing. Ugh, the hunger. It's too strong. Damn it!
Can someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? She got a lot. I'm out of large-size evidence bags. We got backup on the way. They'll have some.
Блин, обезьяну похож.
Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, there's some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Cellar Street.
Shit. There's a red salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it.
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel. No trace of explosives. One of ours must have gone through it. Maybe trying to escape? The wall was literally blown apart.
You can't come through here. Sorry. I haven't finished collecting evidence.
Pinot Noir. I think I used to like this wine. A vessel. Dead. A bracelet. No, that's a broken handcuff. Briefcase.
What is it?
Подожди.
Small suitcase we put in
Пароль. Что-то я не запомнил. Так, ну я думал, сама ведет. Типа что за... А где он там был? Пятьдесят один, 59.
Guess they could use it as an excuse to out a door.
There's a name engraved on it. More. That rings a bell. Of course. It needs a code. Let's see what's in it. Better not leave that here. Otherwise, they'll trace it back to us.
There's so much blood sprayed everywhere.
Надо безопасную зону типа, переодеться.
Lavender soap.
Come on, our hands on deck can't hurt.
Lisa, what's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom,
Yes?
come on, please.
Sorry, I'm on a tight schedule. I'm busy. Sorry.
you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy. Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
Could you repeat that, please?
If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
Если дитя Хейзел Эверсон, сир моего дитя. Если дитя Хейзел Эверсон, это которая это принц Хейзел Эверсон, сир моего дитя, то я для...
Let me think on it a moment.
I guess.
I would be her child.
Oh, you figured it out. That was a hard one, too.
You're not disappointed, are you?
No. I'm happy that you're so good at riddles.
So are you, Sugar Fangs.
I love it when we play this game.
So do I, Pumpkin. It's so much fun. And we feel better. Timeout is over now. Let's go.
We're really close to Richard, but I don't want to see him.
Halsey.
Мне кажется, это Холзи вообще не существует. Это она сама с собой разговаривает.
Halsey, we can't just abandon him. You don't have to like him, but we can't leave him here.
You leave me every time he tells you to sleep.
It's not the same thing. He's trying to cure me, for both our sakes.
That's not true. He thinks I'm a bad girl.
That's preposterous, Halsey. I don't have to tell him you're here. Getting him out of this mess is already doing him a favor. It won't take me long. Just wait for me here.
Yes, Mom. I will.
We've got to keep it up. Come on. I have to find Richard.
Hey there. Perfect timing. You the explosives expert I called in for?
No, I just got here. I'm backup. I'm here to gather ballistics evidence.
Good luck with that.
Why is that?
I've no clue as to what went down here, but bullets were on the menu. Shots fired in all directions. And it looks like your basic 9mm is no longer in style.
How's that?
See for yourself. Some of the impacts left holes as big as my fist.
Okay. I'll give you a hand when I'm done here.
Let me brief you on the zone we're clearing now. We've got a stiff in the room on the right. Looks like he died from blunt force trauma. Anyway, we've got orders to pack them up as is for the feds. Don't bother with the report. They're taking care of everything.
All right, then.
In the room on the left, there's a corpse we need to analyze. But I'm warning you, it's a real mess. The people who did this are crazy. It's all priority, just check the boxes.
I'll get started immediately.
Sorry, I've got myself knee-deep in something I have to finish first.
Sorry, I'm on a tight schedule.
We're done with the photo.
Мне надо, блин, с кем-то покормиться. У меня 4 только этих осталось.
Come on, our hands on deck can't hurt.
Shit. Richard.
Кол воткнули. Такой, не шевели, да?
Take it slow. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals aren't afraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass. All of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait. There might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley. But I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her.
Ну, блин, а у меня крови-то нифига нет. Сука.
The prince sent me to find out what happened. It was an order. And you don't refuse the prince's orders, you know?
You're in the middle of treatment and she just releases you?
But that's not...
Against my orders? She shouldn't have done that. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you or about your premonitions?
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Hazel told me that she trusted me.
You do well not to return the favor.
Why Why is that?
You don't release a patient from a Markovian institute to run a few errands.
Табилки, поручения.
You always see the bad in everything.
Your gifts can be particularly useful to her. Keep it in mind. I just know it's a good thing that she likes us. Well, you particularly. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose once we're back there. That should be enough to get you back to the institute.
You see? I knew it. She's always scolding us.
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it. Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
You go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alicia, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
ФБР надо мне.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway. I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful. I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out.
Finally, cavalry.
Рука.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself. Have you learned anything?
I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect.
You look like you've had better days.
You've got a point. Now's not the time to be waxing philosophical. We got work to do.
All right, why don't I bag this room? How far'd you get?
Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids.
All right. It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the fibrogen. That's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction. It's the reference of the container that was here.
What's going on here?
The guy sure were efficient.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Sorry, I'm busy.
И мне эту безопасную зону опять найти надо.
Kindred were toasting here. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us.
Go right ahead.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here.
Sorry, I don't have the time.
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
If they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and...
Agent Olsen's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
I needed to see him anyway. I'll just take them to him.
Don't bother. He'll pick them up on the way to see Stanford.
Slipped my mind. Sorry. Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces? From the looks of their gear, they knew what they were getting into. It looks like armor. They also suffered losses. This one's missing an arm. They're collecting us. I can't believe it. Medical supplies?
Ключ от аптечки.
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about.
Доставить гроб Принцу. Потом.
I sense something. It's coming from over there.
Stop. You can't go in there. Monsignor's standing orders. No interruptions.
So Stanford is back there. But I just wanted to...
It's too dangerous, and you know it. If you've got something to give him, tell Olsen is novice. Suit yourself. But remember I warned you.
If I decide to go in there, I'd better be Olsen.
Так, допиль... Доппельгангер позволяет похитить личность выбранного персонажа. Для этого нужно поговорить с персонажем, чтобы собрать о нем информацию. Однако некоторые темы для разговоров необходимы. Для этого станут доступны только после исследования. Так, я понял. Мне надо питаться. А то мне уже того гляди хана. Аптечка.
Monsters. Which one do you want to take down?
Sorry, I've got one more thing to do.
No problem.
Wait a second. Now that you mention...
I really don't have time to do this.
А как шприцом-то?
Sorry.
Питаться неким. Что-то нигде не нашел. Еще раз похожу. Ну их там... Ладно. Я же их убью тогда, если много буду нажимать. О, нашел одного.
Right away.
Ну вот, так вот лучше.
They showed no mercy. They burned both juice bags and kindred alike. Wait a second. Now that you mention...
I really don't have time to...
А, я понял.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files. No way I'm letting them keep that.
Куда этот шлейф теперь надо посмотреть. куда?
I can't even begin to imagine how much the repairs are gonna cost.
There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground.
К-12. Это который нам нужен, наверное, или что?
Go on. More hands on deck can't hurt.
Ты, блин, запутался уже. Куда ходить? Туда я еще не сходил.
Yes?
Just out of curiosity, do you know what Stanford's doing in there?
Yeah. I think he's exterminating a few parasites. World a safer place and all.
No kidding. They'll pay for this.
That's not all, but I need to wrap this up.
А как мне вот эту фигню верхнюю сделать?
That's not all, but I need to wrap this up.
Bingo. The files of everyone they're taking away. Which one is Miley in?
Священник, блин.
Why not?
So, has forensics processed the bedrooms?
Yeah, I think so. They,
You think so? Isn't there anyone here that can inform me about anything? I've been asking for an hour. I must give Monsignor an update detailing how long this is going to take. Let's not keep him waiting then.
But the local police are
Just tell them Agent Olsen sent you. And we will see how high they are willing to jump. We still have bodies to evacuate and samples to recover.
Olsen. That's Monsignor Stanford's novice. I just had one quick question first.
Yes?
I was just thinking that it might be faster if I just went to tell Monsignor myself.
That's out of the question. He abhors being interrupted by anyone except myself.
But
I'll do it. I'm the only novice here.
Novice? So they have ranks.
It's for your own safety. Trust me. We know so very much, and still so very little about those we hunt.
Чё это там машет за спиной руками?
You know that I'm a novice.
Like yourself.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
You think that Monsignor would let me help him?
Absolutely not. It's clear that I'm the only person he trusts here.
He's touchy, apparently. All right, I'll let you get back to work.
Блин, еще третий надо где-то. А где взять?
Stanford was right. We brought down some high-value targets.
Yeah, I guess. Your clock is ticking down. Wow. Am I seeing this right? They're collecting us.
I'm really busy right now.
They're collecting us. I can't believe it.
That's not all, but I need to wrap this up.
Watch where you're putting your feet.
Someone snipped a cigar here. Oof, this thing reeks. Whoever smoked it must have left a trail of stink behind them.
And now, a rabbit.
Good job, sweetie. Find something to think about. Don't look around us.
Да еще кого-нибудь. Почему нельзя любого? Вот я с ним поговорил, мне он нафиг не нужен.
Come on. No hands on deck can't hurt.
A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
Больше никого и нет, кроме этих.
We could be helping instead of being stuck here.
Ну что, придется замочить тогда, что ли? Понятно. Ну, я думаю, первый раз не считается. Где мне найти третью хрень, которую...
Agent Olsen?
Yes.
Блин, мне надо много. Вот как? Где мне взять?
I'll let you get back to work.
Скоро надо взять. Да что такое есть? А сейчас попробую поговорить. Где он там?
Agent Olson?
Yes.
And I'm guessing Monsignor Stanford's not the type you want to piss off, right?
An astute deduction.
All right, I'll let you get back to work.
Твою мать.
Agent Olson?
Yes.
И что делать-то?
All right, I'll let you get back to work.
They didn't die in vain.
Mom! Halsey, Mommy knows what she's doing. Go wait for me at the elevator. I'll be right there.
Это было введение. Сейчас там будет жесть. Не, ну не совсем это было.
You took your time, my son. Oh, interesting. I would never have imagined that one of you would have the gall to approach us so closely. I see you.
But
And yes, we have come to Boston. Your kind doesn't stand a chance. How do you think we found you tonight? In St. Leopold's name, we will find you all to the very last.
Я думаю, если получилось 3 найти штучки эти, переодеться в этого, как его зовут-то? Опять пропущено предметов. Да где ж их искать-то? А где свидетель нападения? Я не нашел. Ну, я думаю, ладно, сегодня хватит. Что-то я уже устал от этой болтовни всей.